Alright, here we're loading up. Let's see if we can set this on you. Let's see. So you're one of the first people to buy. You buy the right thing. Let's see. You have fleet footwork, and Kalista has pressed the attack. I think that is. Let me look real quick. Not familiar with ADC runes, so. Here, I'll make it custom. Press the attack, okay, yeah. And lethal tempo is the one she's usually running. So, you are sitting here at your turret. You and Karma have AFK'd here. You'll notice that me and Lee are chilling here. Actually, if I go back half a second, I am actually dancing with Lux here. I'm trying to get her complacent to see if she'll come in at me, if maybe Lee can get to her. But he doesn't throw out any Qs. Actually, I don't know if he has Q leveled up. He does have Q leveled up, so he missed an opportunity to get some damage onto Lux, which I could have used. But anyway, since you don't have to leash this jungle over here, you should be standing in this bush or this bush. Ideally, one of you stands in each bush so that you can protect invades, making sure that none of these guys come here and try to ward the red or try to take it. I mean, it's not much you can do if they try to invade 3 versus 2, but at least you can get the vision and let Lee know that they're invading so he can go to his red. So that's one change you can make here. Let's see. Kalista is leashing blue, and you will not be leashing blue. So I'm going to slow this down here. So you don't know this ahead of time. So I'm going to actually turn on Fog of War for us. In an instance where you are in lane before your counterpart, you're essentially looking for a free level 2 onto them. Level 2 power. It's pretty substantial between level 1, and it's often referred to as a level 2 all-in. It usually requires in the bot lane some coordination between the ADC and the support, so it's a bit hard to coordinate when you've got a support like this Karma here who doesn't know what they're doing. But you have an opportunity here to set up that level 2. So the first thing you should be doing is standing. You should be standing over here where these minions are coming in at and auto-attacking immediately, just because you know that you're going to have the advantage. Instead, you're in the middle lane and you auto-attack it. That's good. You start it going, and you keep the auto-attacks going. That's good. God damn, directed camera. So you're in lane, you know that they're leashing because top is at the minions up top. You can see them up here in the Fog of War, and you can see mid here, and you know that they're leashing here. So you know they're coming, so just keep auto-attacking, trying to set up the minion wave so it's lower health, so it takes longer for them to get level 2 than you. Karma is actually doing a good thing here by helping set up the minions and poking. Yeah, that's good. Right here, she just auto-attacked this minion. I'm going to go back 15 seconds. Karma pokes. You get the CS here. Let's see, what skill do you have leveled up? You have E leveled up. It's good. It's the first good skill. Right here. She's about to attack this minion that you're standing next to. You're essentially in trading stance at this point. You know she wants this minion, and you're standing here. She has to make a choice to either attack this minion or attack you. And if she attacks this minion, that's free harass for you. She'll have to use a skill to hit you, whereas you can auto-attack and use a skill. So when I hit pause here, you should be, instead of going back like this to auto-attack this minion, you should be giving up that minion, standing here, because she is. I don't know why she attacked that minion anyway. That was really dumb. But you should be standing here, auto attacking her and throwing an E on her. Ideally, you would have Scorch or even Comet to help like add a little bit of extra damage, but that's free damage you missed on her. Plus with the Karma Q, where she's already at 500 health, she's already missing 100 health. Is that right? 222 plus 14, 36. She's missing 136 health right now out of 614. So if you did your E, which did 80 damage, plus an auto attack, which is, 50, I think, you'd have another 120 damage down on this person, on this Kalista. And she'd be at, instead of 478, she'd be at 320, essentially. And having her at 320 and you at 620, that's a huge difference. That's almost an Ignite kill, I think. If I hover over my Ignite, that's 80 true damage. Yeah, maybe not an Ignite. Maybe a couple levels higher Ignite. So you missed an opportunity for free damage here and to get her to half health. You do end up getting this CS, which is a nice consolation. And since she attacked the wrong minion, she still has to come back and auto-attack this again. So right now, you can see your wave is about to push. All her minions that you can get are dead, and you've got one more in CS mode. You can one hit would kill it. And she's got all 6. And your wave, if you look down here, isn't here at the turret yet. So this is going to push, and you're going to get frozen over here. I think probably what the smart thing to do in this instance is right when she gets to lane is probably stop auto-attacking it. She's going to come here in a second. Right here, this is when you should stop auto-attacking the wave, because you've got 6 and they've got 3. And now it's time to put some damage down onto Kalista. So Karma does it good right away and puts down 120 health on her. You get the CS, and then I know your minions are doing a lot of damage here and you have to pick up the CS, but you should be standing here, putting down your auto attack and your E, taking another 130 health away from her. Her auto attacking this minion's bad because she doesn't get any CS for it, but it doesn't matter. She shouldn't even be here because you should be standing up here doing damage. So I'm going to keep playing this. How do I get rid of it? There we go. So you get that CS, and now you've got 6 of the first 6 CS. That's good. Now you drop the E, that's good, but you're not in range to auto attack, so you missed out an extra 50, 60 damage right there. And now you can see you're frozen right outside the turret range. Karma's helping, pushing the wave a little bit. You should be standing here next to these minions doing damage. You want to push this as hard as you can, because if you notice, you had 6 minions and you have 6 more coming, and they only had 6, so you had 12 minions to their 6. You want to push that into tower as fast as possible, so by the time that it's touching tower, they're losing minions, and you're able to go ward, watch for level 2 gank, essentially. So you should be standing up here, autoing these minions as soon as you can, because you have to get this under turret. So if we look back just a moment before this, see the, I messed up there. You get a little bit of poke on her. Turret doesn't quite get in range here. So you want to be standing right here pushing these waves as fast as you can, because you got to get this and your next wave under this turret. So Karma should be the one doing this when her Q is on cooldown. So don't worry about the early vision there. So here you should be standing up, you should be auto attacking like this, just keep going. Nice dodge on the hook, just keep auto attacking. Your E is on cooldown for 5 more seconds. Karma's is off cooldown. She should be helping you push. That's where she's making a mistake. But you're not auto-attacking right now, which is really strange to me, because you're frozen on this side of the lane. You don't want to be here. You want to be in the middle or on your side, because if Lee Sin had decided to take blue, scuttle, and then gank, you're a free target right now. Especially if Thresh had hit that hook. So you want to be auto-attacking these minions to get under turret as fast as possible. You should be pinging Karma to help you too, assist pinging to queue the wave. And then your E's on cooldown here. You should be dropping that right now on the back line so you can hit Thresh, Kalista, and these 3 minions to help push the wave faster. And again, every time you auto-attack, you seem to be moving back. After you auto-attack that, you know that she's going for this minion she just killed. You need to be standing up here, auto-attacking her while you wait for your minions to take this lower health. And you should be dropping that E here to get some damage down. So she should be at 250 health right now, and she's at 450, essentially. So you're giving up an incredible amount of lane pressure right now by not capitalizing on your priority. So here you wait to get the CS here, you pick it up, and you back up again when you should be moving up, because you know if she wants the CS, she's going to rend this target most likely, because she has to. Yeah, she's going to miss this because her canyon. Yeah, she missed it. She needed to rend that. So you needed to be up here to auto-attack her while she rends that target. In this case, she didn't, but you should be sitting here. You should be pushing this some more. I can keep harping on that. I'm going slow here because I'm not like a challenger player and I don't know this stuff, so I'm just looking for as much as I can. New wave coming in, turrets getting that CS. Again, they missed that. That's exactly what you want. You want them to miss this. You should be pushing this incredibly hard right here. So your E hasn't been used since you first used it in lane. You probably should have taken Q here, because Q helps with poke. Like say if this is low health right here, if you use a Q on this and it's low health, it extends and hits Kalista, and that's a huge chunk of damage. How much is that? Almost 100 damage. The second shot can critically hit if it kills the first shot. Okay, so that's almost 200 damage at level 1, level 2 that you could have had. So with her at 250 health, if you've been poking her correctly, and a Q up instead of W, you could have set up this minion here for a level 2 kill pretty easily, especially with Karma having Ignite, if you were pinging Ignite on Kalista. So I think right now you should have a kill. Let me take a look back to make sure I can see what I'm saying. So you can see right now, once you kill these 2, you're going to get level 2. I think I missed this earlier. So you should be standing here, because she wants these kills on these minions. And Thresh is looking for hooks, but you should be standing right next to your minions, and you should be auto-attacking her. And you should be telling her, if you want these minions, you have to take lower health for this. You should be at, 300 health for these minions. And if you want them, and you don't back up and give them up, then you threaten killing her. Karma should be sitting here as well, ready to flash and ignite or something in that matter. Maybe even baiting, Thresh hooks over here, trying to start something that they don't want to start, because if they start a fight, these minions start getting pushed under turret, they miss all of this experience, all this gold, which is really pivotal for the lane. So here, you got one more CS to hit level 2, and you're going to back up here. You're going to walk away, and she wants this, so you should be standing here, auto-attacking, dropping E down on her. Yeah, your E's on cooldown. Dropping E down on her. And when you get level 2 here, ideally, one of these minions would be low health, because you've been dropping E on them on the back line, and they'd be half health. So you just basically have to you're standing here, you auto-attack this minion as she walks back this way afraid of your level 2. Auto-attack it once, immediately send out your Q, it bounces, kills the minion, and critically strikes the Kalista for that 200 damage. And if she's at 300 health and you dropped an E on her before she did this, she's basically at 50 health. There's really nothing else she can do there. You could probably flash and auto-attack and kill her. You didn't have to deal with Thresh potentially hooking you back into turret, but this is an instance where you could have killed her because of your lane priority. Because she got the lane late and you were pushing the wave early, this is something that you missed an opportunity on. So again, you want to push these under turret. It's not happening. Thresh misses a Q. We know that, yeah, that hook is long. You want to be pushing this. Look at this damage on Kalista. That make it range pretty good, but you should have a Q here. Q right there would have been great. Oh, so much damage. That's good. You missed that. So the hook is a bad situation here. I think this is where you guys get double killed. And really changes the lane. So I'm going to go back a moment. So here, I think your E is off cooldown. Right here on the back line, 5 things you want to hit. You could just drop that E, taking some damage down. How much does this do still? 80 damage. Over 2 seconds. It's pretty good. And you should have Q, so like 50 damage plus the 200 from the Q, 250 damage. Karma's poking her, about to hit this poke right here. She drops to 444, so if you had dropped an E and auto-attack this minion, I don't know. It's a really close opportunity here, but because of what happens next, because these minions are under turret, and you feel like you're about to lose some of the CS potentially because they're all low health and minions could kill them. You move out of the protection of your minions right here. His hook is up. So I guess you just decide, I don't know if maybe that's a misclick. You're trying to hit the minion, but you hit her because she's dancing around. Yeah. Even, I think if you moved up because you accidentally clicked on her or something, you should have noticed and just ran away as quick as possible because Thresh is just looking for those Qs, or the hooks to get you. Yeah, the Qs. And you're not behind minions, so it's good to hit her because that's damage. She's now down to 380. That's good. If you had Q, you could even Q one of these minions. As she's going, that's like Qing this minion instead of auto-attacking it. That would have been 200 damage right there. And then like Qing it and then moving away from this hook. Because if he's smart, he's probably aiming here thinking you'll go back to the minions, but he's bronze. He's going to throw it to where you're standing, and he's going to hit you. Actually, he throws it to the right. That was interesting. So you at least tried to dodge it, and it just didn't work out in your favor here. Oh, wow. Yeah, she rended you. I don't know what the range on that E for rend is, but she needs to be auto-attacking here. You've got 5 minions here. Kill Kalista. She wasted so much time trying to chase down this Thresh. This Karma. Giving up a double kill. And what's that flash going to do for you? She's got rend up. Every time she used rend to kill you, and every time you use rend to kill something, it resets rend. Otherwise, it's a 14-second cooldown. So that flash was worthless, because Thresh could have just hooked her again. Or she could have, I don't know, it was worthless. But you can see how some missed opportunities here in this lane led to an instance where instead of you getting a kill on Kalista, you give up a kill, and then your inting support gives them a second kill for no reason, essentially, instead of shutting down the Kalista. And I get greedy, because I see 2 low health targets, and I have Ignite, but they have a ward here, and they were able to dodge it, and I missed an opportunity. Did get that, that's nice. Yeah, so we'll go back to this lane. You'll see Karma's over here taking your CS. Let's see, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they backed because I forced them back. So I guess pushing this under wave is pretty good. Push this under wave, under turret. You should be using your E to shove this stuff as fast as you can. I know you're low on health mana because of the fight. Here you should be backing. You know that they backed because they weren't here to defend their turret and to take the CS from you. So as soon as you hit that last CS, you stand right here, basically where you are right now, and you back. Instead of going for the turret for a couple auto attacks, because it's got armor for, or not armor, but it's a weak turret. I mean, it's not going to do much damage at 5 minutes. You should be backing as soon as you can so you can get back to lane. I know that some pros are using teleport instead of heal on the bot lane. Primarily, that's because Ignite reduces an insane amount of efficiency that heal has. So assume, because it's a bot lane, a support bot lane that works really well with Kalista, Thresh usually takes Ignite. It's probably an instance where you could probably take Teleport, which might help this speed up faster, because pushing this under wave, if they start shoving this as fast as possible and try to push this under turret, a Teleport gets you back here. So let's see how fast you get back to lane. Yeah, they're shoving, so this is going to get to your wave over here, which might help you set up a freeze. Karma's not really doing her best to, yeah. So right here, Karma is kind of screwing you, doing damage to these minions. So you can see you have 6, and they have 5 casters, 3, and a cannon. So this thing is going to shove hard. So ideally, you want to thin this out a little bit, because your next wave is not coming for a while. So you're going to be coming up here, dropping an E as quick as you can, preferably on the casters, but I know that's difficult because Thresh can hook you and stuff. And there's a Q from her, she's level 4. It's pretty dangerous, but trying to thin this out a little bit really helps. Instead, you're waiting. It's the safe thing to do. Missed an opportunity on some damage on the minions. Karma gets hit, and she's dead because she could not get hit in that situation. So I'm going to go back a couple seconds. So this is an instance. She's not behind the minions. She's going for the poke. It works, but then instead of going behind the minions to guard from the Thresh Q, she's dancing against the wall where she can't go up. She can only go this way or against the wall. So she fucks up. Now you use Q on Thresh here. I think that's a mistake. I think maybe what you want to do is maybe auto attack this minion, so it's low health, and then as Kalista comes up here, you want to Q the minion, because as I've said earlier, this Q is worth 200 damage when it's critical hitting. So that's 90 at 200%. That's 180 damage. So hitting this Q on this to kill this minion, so it bounces onto Kalista, puts her down to 600 health, and then you auto attack the Kalista. So this is something called, I don't remember the name for it actually. It's just a trade essentially. You know that they're both attacking this Karma, but in order to get Kalista, the main source of damage, to stop attacking Karma, you have to distract her. You have to start putting yourself as a threat to this. So the moment you decide to attack Thresh here, opens Kalista just to free damage your Karma. So instead of hitting the Q on this Thresh, if you set up the Q with this minion, and you critically hit her with it, and you start auto-attacking her, every instance of her auto-attack, that's another one, so she should be 500 health right here. Because you can see this minion's moving towards you because you attacked this Thresh. If you hadn't attacked this Thresh, you'd be sitting here still, setting yourself up for that Q still. So she'd be at 500, and Karma would be at 450. That's much better than her being at 450 and Karma, or in Kalista 800, essentially, because you're full health and he's 700. At least it's better in this instance to start attacking her, to put her on the spot, to make a decision to go for Karma or go for you. Just keep watching. It's another another auto attack here that you missed. She should be at 450. The Ignite here sucks. Karma should be dropping Ignite on her to help you kill her. Instead, she doesn't use Ignite at all, which is 150 damage that should be used. She should be at 400 now, and your E should be up, basically. And that's what? 115 damage over 2 seconds. So she should be at 400 with 300 worth of E and Ignite coming her way. And you're full health. So I know ideally in this situation you'd have to like know that your Karma is going to drop Ignite on Kalista here, but in this instance she would be at 100 health. You need 2 to 3 auto attacks to kill her, and you'd have full health. Instead, and then he'd be at 600 with whatever, well, you know. She probably rented Karma, didn't she? Let's see. So Karma dies by rend, I believe. Yeah, rend. So rend's back up. She's going to start spearing you to try to put rends in you. Each spear looks like it's doing 80 damage. So by the time, let's see, is her Q up? Is up, yeah. Her Q could do 100 damage. Auto attacks from him. I don't know, you'd probably be like 200 to 300 health after you kill Kalista here if the Ignite was dropped on her. And he'd be 500 health, 600 health, I think. With maybe a Q, and maybe if E came back up and he maybe chased you into turret, you might actually get to kill him too. But again, all of this relies on Karma dropping that Ignite on Kalista and you setting up this minion here for that early Q to get her down to 600 health. But definitely focusing on the Thresh there was a mistake, because instead of pressuring Kalista off of your support, you're giving her free reign to damage her. Instead, this fight is 2 full health ADCs, but she hasn't the support to help her. You do get the kill from Thresh because he baits himself into the turret, but despite already being down 2 kills from the early fight, you could have turned that into 2 kills of your own, assuming Karma put down the Ignite, which she might have if she noticed that you were attacking the Karma. It's a Rengar trouble. So during that fight, you lose all these minions, and now at this point, she has 4 kills. She has 30 CS, and she's going to get this 7, and you're going to miss all of this. Most of this, I think. So at this point, you're rushing here. I know you see the Rengar, but you're rushing here to get as much of this as you can, and you're dropping E's on her so she can't leave. You're assisting pinging Karma, telling her to not leave. Like, actually right there, maybe even a Q. You can see some of these low health CS right here. That sucks, that dies. That dies. I think if you probably don't waste as much time chasing this Rengar a little bit, maybe you're here for the CS to be alive, and you can Q this into a 200 hit. Like, everything happening to this point. She's almost full health. Yeah, she's full health here. She's taking some damage from the minions. So yeah, you're basically here. If you were here sooner, that Q might get her with a critical hit, and she'd be down an extra 100 health at 400. Hopefully Karma would be here with you instead of dicking around in this jungle for no goddamn reason. And then you drop this E on her so she slows. Then you use your W to chase after her with your attack speed. And you potentially get a kill here because she hasn't backed yet. Her support's dead, coming back to lane. Your support should be helping you with speed boost and shields. But instead, you miss out another opportunity here to shut down her 4-kill lead and her bounty. Here, Karma missing. You're starting a fight here. I think this is a mistake. because as soon as you start attacking her, you can see all of these minions are hitting you. And at these early stages, these are like an extra champion here, especially with a cannon. So they're basically auto-attacking you. It's like facing two champions at this point. And she's setting up her Ren now to kill you. This is a very dangerous thing to be doing without your support, putting on shields and putting in more damage here. I think this makes sense if Karma's here, but when it's 1v1, I don't think it makes much sense. Potentially should be setting up this for a Q later. She misses her Q. She gets pressed the attack on you. You drop an E on her. Karma should be here already, but she's not. You're letting up. Set up for Rend. Wow, that's such a close call. That's such a close call. I don't know why she got into turret range. I think that was a huge mistake for Kalista, but that's a very lucky streak for you. You get that shutdown gold, which I think was 675. So you just got back to lane, and you already have like 800 gold from that CS and that kill. So you want to shove this as fast as you can because you see that your wave's not here yet soon. So you want to be up here attacking. You want to get this under turret as fast as possible and then back, because she's buying. Yeah, she's got a Cutlass. That's 1,500 gold, and you've got 1,400. So you're not that actually far off in gold. Actually, he's got 1,500 plus the boots, so you're probably 400 gold off there. But if you stay, this is a mistake because she's walking back to lane, and you have 800 gold plus on you. So I think you should be backing here after successfully shutting her down with the bounty. Instead, you stay, putting some damage on the Thresh, which I don't think is all that important. But you push a second wave in here, you should be backing right here then. You push a second wave in, they have to stay here and wait, but you hold yourself here with no mana and 60% health. I think should have been backing way earlier to spend your gold. You probably got 1,100 gold now. So you're about to start a fight here, it looks like. I guess that's what Karma looks like. She's level 6, has ult. You have ult. No, neither support does. She can ult Thresh into you, which gives him a free flay, which sets up a free Q. And then all he has to do is throw the lantern out, bring her in, and you're already 60% health. After that, you'd be 40 after his skills. She throws in a few autos, rends you, and you're dead. So that's probably what happens here. He just flashes, okay. You accidentally get Q'd because Karma dogs out of the way. She should kill you with Ren. She doesn't. She didn't throw an auto? Okay, yeah. She horribly misplayed that. But because you didn't back earlier, all of these 7 minions are going to go into your turret and you're going to lose them. Lee's here late. It's not very useful. And you're at 9 minutes and you're buying Caulfields. If you had this when you had that fight, she's probably dead because of how horribly she misplayed that, honestly. This is just garbage. Why is she walking up there? Lee Sin shouldn't be here. Like, he should know by now this Karma's garbage just by watching the map, because that's what he's supposed to be doing. Now you're here, Thresh is low health. I'm going to go back 10 seconds. I'm going to show you an opportunity to hit a Q. You can see this low health minion here. This is perfect. Q it, kills it, and critically hits her for what is probably... She has 500 health, and your Q does 240. So you can chunk her down to quarter health, and then chase her down with E here. So you miss an opportunity by throwing your E out early and killing this minion. You miss an opportunity to Q. Because as you keep walking up here, she's going to back up, and that Q is just going to hit her. And then as soon as it hits her, you throw down the E. And you chase her down. You don't give a fuck about this Thresh because he's low mana. He can't throw Qs. He can't flay you. And you just chase her down with your W, and you get a kill. Even your ult here. Like, after you hit the E, you even ult and kill them both, maybe? I don't know. It's an instance where you could pick up a cleaning kill because your jungler and support inted, giving you an opportunity to get a kill here, but instead you throw the E down, you miss an opportunity for the Q. You get another Q chance here, but that would go on the Thresh, and you use it on Thresh instead of the minion here, so you miss an extra 120 damage on Thresh. So that's a missed opportunity on that. He's backing. I don't think you want him to back, because Kalista's low health, and they just want to fight. He has no mana. I think throwing the Q here is a mistake. Yeah, your E's off cooldown. If you had thrown your E on him instead to keep him from backing, that you would set this Q up for Kalista, who's probably going to chase you. That puts her down to quarter health again. Then you use just W and chase her. You have your ult. So there's another opportunity here where you kind of got to kill. You don't have Q to use on her right now, though. She's just taking all of that E damage for some reason. Your Q is up here in 2 seconds and you kill this minion. I think I would have waited to see if I could leave the Q up to get this minion, one of these minions survive, so you can set the Q up for a kill here. Because, I mean, even in this instance, leaving everything as is, if both these minions are alive and you have Q up right now and you Q'd this minion and hit him, at that point you just pop ult, he's dead. And then Kalista tries to fight you, but her support's dead. Hopefully Karma's coming back. I don't know. I don't know what happened after that point, but that's a free kill right there. Instead, you get him to stay with another E, which is good. Again, he's trying to back again. He's throwing the hook. Does he miss? Oh, he missed. Wow. So your cooldowns are coming up. He stayed. You know Karma's right here, being a lazy-ass bitch. You know they want to back. He just used Q. It's on cooldown. This is where you start chasing them down. She needs to be coming up here. You should be putting E down. Chasing with W. Telling Karma that, like, assist pinging you. Like, on the fight. Like, her sitting here is just dumb. This is a double kill here. She just got back from lane. You have ult. I know you're low on mana. It's kind of because you've been using Q recklessly, but... yeah, and now they back up because Thresh is coming. I'm pretty sure there's a ward here. There's not a ward here. They just instinctively know it's time to back because they should have backed a long time ago. And now it's 10 minutes. Lane's pretty rough. 6-1 versus 1-2. It's a pretty bad situation. You know your support's hot garbage, inting every opportunity she gets with 3 kills, 3 deaths, taking your CS repeatedly. Now you're in a rough spot. Rest of the game is basically Kalista just dominating. Where's my Kalista? There we go. I guess she stayed. Another fight here. I come in and clean it up. A little too late. But at this point, she has 7 kills and 2 deaths. Why isn't my... Again, they're just looking for fights as often as they can find it. I come in and kill Kalista, kill Rengar. So here you can see at 15 minutes, our gold value is basically equal. This is an entirely winnable game as long as we play around each other. Like, her CS is garbage, 68 versus mine 113. She has 5 kills on me, but 5 kills is like 14 CS, right? So that's 60 CS, 70 CS. So she'd be like 120. That's about how like ahead of me she is. Like 10 CS, that's nothing. I just killed her. If I go back to mid, I pick up all of this, and I'm in front of her with gold. So entirely a winnable game here until that happens. It's still, even here at 23 minutes, we're down 3k, not even 3k, 2.5k gold. Right? Lee Sin should be clearing his jungle. I should be pushing out these waves. Unnecessary fights here in the jungle. I don't know. Game's kind of over at this point because I think the morale is just lower. But if you, I think you should now see by now that if you played it just a little bit differently, you missed a few opportunities to get some kills, or at least get them low health and set up kills for future times. I think up until 9 minutes, you had an opportunity to kill them and get yourself back in the game that you missed out on, even with really shitty support who did not help you at any point. So that's all I wanted to show you. It's kind of longer than I wanted, but that's it. It's alright. GG's. Have fun. See you around. Whatever. Closing statement. Words.